A very happy new year to all of you out here from the whole FHY family. We are totally humbled and so thankful to each one of you for the love that you have showered upon us. Thank you for watching our quarantine series. Immense love in last 1 year. Yes, YouTube we revamped around last year only because we always were doing well with Facebook. So yes, we came to this platform a little late, but the way we were treated and greeted, we are really thankful to all of you. So wishing you all a very happy, prosperous, healthy, fit new year. This year's theme, which FHY team has taken, was reset, rebuild and renew. What do we mean with this? We often very easily take up these words, right? I'm going to renew myself, I'm going to reset my life. But how well have you progressed in your journey? And how in depth did you go into these terminologies? So when we FHY, when we got into this concept, we were really thinking about how does one reset the life, Resetting will happen only when you know how you are right now and what you want to do. So when you think about resetting, think about what happened previously before this new year, 2020 or last few months, whatever it is. Try to think about it. What did you do? How was it? Were you happy with it? And is that what you want to look at yourself as? Is this how you wanted yourself? Now, if the answer is yes, go on the same track and same process. If the answer is no, you find scope of improvement anywhere. How do you start this resetting process? Write it down. Take a journal for yourself. Make a journal for yourself. Write down what happened and please don't judge yourself for it. Write down without any judgment. Write down what happened and how you feel about it. That's it. No judgment. That it's very important not to be guilty or blaming yourself or feeling too bad about it. Don't. Then write down how you want yourself to be. So make that journal. Make small term goals. The second point is to make small term goals. Very small term goals, because usually when you make big goals, there's no harm in it. But you have to be, if your personality is that kind of a determined and motivated person, you can think of big. But if most of the people don't fall in that category, so make small goals which are realistic and keep striking them off as you achieve it, and then keep adding to it. That way your journey will be sustaining and going a lot more smoother and better. So once you have analyzed yourself and then written about it and made your short-term and realistic goal, then try to imbibe the habit of discipline. Because motivation might go low, big, just you might lose your motivation in your journey. But what stays with you is discipline. Like we all have the discipline of, brushing our teeth or combing your hair, or for that matter now checking your WhatsApp. We have this discipline. How has this discipline come into us? Doing it daily, every single day over the years. Now this WhatsApp thing is not very old, right? But still we follow diligently. At least once a day we clear our WhatsApp messages. We do that, right? Because you have been doing it every single day for so many years now. So now, same way, your small term goal which you have kept, the realistic short goal, just make sure that you follow it every single day and strike it off. Yes, I did it. This small term goal. So make sure that you stay disciplined. In that way, you will stay on track for longer duration. And there is about the preliminary step of resetting your life. This is how you reset. And from here, once you start doing it, journal it, log it, be mindful about it. It can be your resolution or your goal for this year, might be your eating habits, might be your workout or fitness, or taking care of your health, staying more disease-free, staying more pain-free. So if these are your goals, what are you going to do about it? the short-term goals. This I'm going to do, and for how many days? 14 days, 1 month. Start journaling it. After that, once you have done this, now your goal can also be not only exterior, it can be a mental approach. You know that I want to clear the doubting process that I have. I'm most of the time I'm confused. I want to be a little more stable. Maybe I want to improve my spiritual aspect. Maybe I want to learn how to give time to myself. Maybe I want to learn how to stay at peace. I'm always rushing. So even those are beautiful lifestyle goals, and they are important for your health. So when we talk about health, health is a holistic component. It's not only your weight. It's not only how you look. It's about all these things. So make sure that you jot it down. And for jotting all of this down, the first thing is to have a clear mental space. So once just sit and reflect back with a clear mind. Write it down. Take a journal and write down what you want to do as improvement or self-care. Then make a short-term goal. And then follow the path of discipline for this much long. This is the time period. And I will do it. Start tracking your discipline. That's how we start with resetting. Next is rebuilding. What is rebuilding? Rebuilding of the lost muscles, rebuilding of the lost confidence, rebuilding the time that we have just wasted doing nothing, rebuilding the aura around us, which we lost it, becoming very negative, rebuilding the space around us because we are so cluttered, so many information overload, so many visual senses being engrossed all the time, hooked to that display screen, the gadgets. So they all are components you need to rebuild on. Rebuilding your immunity, rebuilding your fitness, rebuilding or reversing your age. Can you do that? Yes, reverse aging is possible. You know, the number which goes as per your year of birth, you can't change that. But I feel the most energetic now, even than the time when I was probably in my later 20s. I'm more energetic today, in 40. So that's how you can reverse the thinking process. I was always confused. I couldn't have the decision-making power at a time, but today I can. I have more strength today. So this is how you reverse age inside. It's not exterior, it's inside. So for rebuilding, again, the first step for the renew, you have written it down. For rebuilding, now, start ticking it off. Yes, discipline, I'm following for 14 days in resetting. Did I tick it off and did I add new goals? Am I happy? And am I content that I did it? Do I appreciate myself? That gives you more confidence. It is a way of self-motivation, self-confidence building. Have I rebuilt my lost immunity? And for that, am I eating correct? Am I making sure my micronutrients are in place? Am I making sure my lungs and heart functioning is good? I'm giving them enough cardio activity. I'm giving my joints enough strength. While you rebuild, make sure the first step is assessing yourself. You know, your body speaks to you. It gives you signs and symptoms. Are your nails getting brittle? That means your body needs some micronutrients. It needs vitamin D. It needs calcium. Is your skin turning pale? Are your lips always dry? Is your skin getting wrinkled? So these are the signs which body gives you. Now, if you have constant joint pains, why could it be? Because the muscles around my joints, the muscles are getting weaker. They are losing their strength. And so this joint, which is supported by these muscles, ligament, tendons, cartilages, those joints starts aching. So for that, I need to improve my workout routine. If I'm showing nutritional deficits, I need to take better care of what I eat, how much I eat, when I eat. Am I mindful about it? Am I always depressed? Do I find difficulty in sleeping? Is my mind always cluttered with so many things that I have to do? That means you need to de-stress yourself. Analyze your thinking process. Are you looking things at a positive side? It's very important. A small example. If you are stressed at work, you are overloaded with work and you feel this is too much for me, you have two options. Everyone has a choice. Start searching for a different job if you're really not happy here. But if you're enjoying that work, you like it like that, then it's a different thing. Then you should not be feeling stressed about it. Now look at it in a positive manner. I have a lot of workload because my company or my boss thinks I am worthy of it. I am good for it. I was chosen among others. That means I'm capable of it. That also means that your job is secure. It's very important, at least now with this pandemic, your job being secure. Your potentials being recognized. Can we look at it like that? And once you leave the office, can you just leave your brain there and come back home without getting the office back? Important calls will come, you might have to attend it. Important meals, you might have to attend it. But can you make sure that it is not getting deep into me? It is staying where it has to stay. This is my professional commitment and this is my life beneath. Can I just clear it off and maintain it here? That is up to you. And how will that happen? That can happen when you start introspecting yourself, giving yourself some time. Please make yourself priority. We have been saying this from the day FH5 was born. You have to make yourself priority. Sit 5-10 minutes only with yourself. Write down all the good things that happened in a day. Today, these are the good things which happened. I'm thankful about it. I had my house help coming. I'm thankful about it. I reached my office safely. I'm thankful about it. Today, all my papers were cleared. I don't have a backlog. I'm happy about it. Can we start doing that? And that gives you space in your head where the stress doesn't enter. You can just handle anything. After resetting and rebuilding comes renewing. How do you renew? How do you revive yourself? Nothing in life which is done every single day stays there with happiness. It stays as a part of discipline. But if you want to enjoy this process of lifestyle, because now when you do short-term goals and in resetting and in rebuilding, you are ticking it off, adding new goals for again short-term period, it has become a lifestyle now. But your lifestyle should not become monotonous. It should not become something you stress about. It should not become something which is forced on you. And that will happen only through these steps: reset and rebuilding, when you're doing it out of choice, enjoying it. Giving yourself that time and space in your head as well. Just slowing down a bit. You don't have to always rush. When you look around in universe, there's abundance of everything. Flowers, leaf, soil, dust, every single thing is abundant. And you have your abundance around you. You just have to take it. You just have to attract it. So while you renew yourself, make sure that you also rest. You give some recreation to yourself. Make life happy. If every single day doodling, now today I just don't want to do it, it's okay, don't do. Maybe read a comic. Engage yourself in activities which are not taking you down or not taking the journey which you have got till here now, they're not pulling you down. Okay? Like you were into positive thinking all this while. And one day you're talking to someone and there's so much negativity. Don't start thinking about that just to change or have some change. The person have told you, you heard it. Just let it be there. If you can give solutions to the person, give. Recreate, reset, renew your plans. If you ever feel, okay, I am going as per the plan, my goals are achieved, but there is some kind of stagnation, renew your plan. Seek for advisors. Seek from people who are expert in that field. If you ever get stuck somewhere, ask. See and look at things in positive outlook all the time. If you feel one day an urge to eat a pizza, please go and eat it. It's okay. But don't, let that guilt set into you. Over a period of time, when you follow a healthy lifestyle, there comes a phase where you don't feel like having a pizza. You just don't feel like. It doesn't give you any happiness, but it also doesn't give you any guilt. So in case you're stuck in a situation where you are with your family and all you get is a sandwich and a pizza and it's all loaded with cheese, you don't have an option or choice to tell them to remove it, and you also are hungry, please eat it. Eat mindfully. Eat smaller pieces. Eat slow. Let your system, allow the system and give it time so that it gives the impulse and instructions back that I'm full and I'm happy. Maybe you don't have to finish the whole pizza or sandwich, you can just have half of it. All that cheese, you might just be happy with that half of it. Eat slow. Eat mindfully. Give time for your body to actually enjoy that thing. Don't gulp it off. So in that way you're balancing your system. And if you really like to eat pizza but you're aware that it is not that kind of a healthy, you can just keep it as reward. Mostly we in FHY we try to tell people that keep the rewards which don't take you down your path of health and fitness, or it's not only about food. Enjoyment and indulgences or rewards are not always about food. You can go out to trek, you can go out for a long drive, you can go to a spa, you can do anything. There are a lot of things. You can just go for a nice game, pleasant walk. But still, if you like to have it and you want to have it, please have it. But you should know that yes, this week I was good and this week my health is better. A simple example, one of our clients had once told us that she has this habit of calculating all the bills, segregating all the bills, and she told us that compared to previous year where I have spent more than 1 lakh on medication and doctors, she has small child. This year I hardly spent few thousands, from lakh to few thousands. So that's the beauty, because it becomes your lifestyle, it's not enforced on you. And in this entire journey of resetting, rebuilding and renewing, make sure guys that you go along with like-minded people, because you will have friends who are with you but they might lose track someday. It's okay if you want to take them along, but don't stop along with them. It's their decision if they want to stop, but you need to go ahead. And one day even they might just look at you and start back. So make sure that you're surrounded by like-minded people. If there are people who are pulling you down, if there are people who are not like you, not like your mindset, not like your lifestyle, it's okay. It's good to coexist together, respecting each other. So if they try to enter your space, you might have to tell them, see, I'm respecting you, expect the same. Be with them, enjoy with them, but don't let that thing get into you. Don't let it affect your lifestyle goals. So this was from us, FHY, to all of you out there. And yes, this was also the theme of our first group challenge which we have kept. Stay tuned for more group challenges which will be coming up. So and also yes, any one of you who is wanting to enroll with us for their health and fitness needs, please follow us on our Instagram profile, Facebook profile, our website. We'll post the address right there. Drop us a message and we'll be there for your needs. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful year ahead.